This is Dr. William Summers here at the Alzheimer's Corporation, asking, have you ever noticed how when you turn on the evening news or pick up a newspaper, why there's some sort of article discrediting health supplements? And if you begin to trace that sort of thing, you see that most of those things which are discrediting your health supplements and your vitamins are actually coming from government types of organizations. Um, so look careful at these reports of this is not working or that's not working, or that eggs are dangerous or milk is dangerous, that sort of thing. And you know, we're always on the lookout for that. And recently we just found a nice little article in Chemical and Engineering News, which gives a heading of chromium therapy for diabetes is risky. You love that risky thing? It's something that they do when they come out with a governmental type of discrediting. They give a one-word dismissal of 20 to 30 years worth of good research showing that chromium 3, which is in your health supplements, actually pushes back the onset of diabetes, and for people who have diabetes, it increases insulin sensitivity of your diabetic medicines and seems to be helpful. And this has been established in a number of papers over several decades. Well, there's always someone who wants to knock down Humpty Dumpty, and these Australian scientists took some mice fat cells and put them into a petri dish, and then they introduced some chromium, and then they have a new whiz-bang machine which is called the X-ray absorption near edge structure. X-ray absorption near edge structure. You know, there are a lot of laboratory tools in basic research. This is one I haven't heard of, but by golly, with this one, when they looked at those mouse cells, those mouse fat cells in the petri dish, they didn't just find chromium number 3, they found chromium type 5 and also chromium type 6. And both of these are supposedly carcinogens. Now the problem is they didn't quantitate how much they found, but they found it in those cells. And based on that, they are recommending that, my gosh, chromium could be risky. And their conclusion was that the government needs to spend huge amounts of money, or somebody, out of the goodness of their heart, needs to do huge epidemiological studies of tens of thousands of people who've taken chromium and have diabetes, and see if they don't suddenly have an increased risk of cancer. That would be a whole career for a group of scientists at the $100 million a year type level. I mean, it's stunning that they should go on this look for a needle in a haystack from their little study of some mouse cells in Australia. You know, when you see this kind of study that takes a one-word dismissal of something that's fairly well established, you got to ask yourself, cui bono? Cui bono. That's Latin for who benefits. Well, number one, these scientists get to put in another grant studying this serious issue in mouse cells with their brand new toy. And, you know, if they turns out that their results next time aren't so encouraging and they can't spin it into a paper, they still got another 4 or 5 years of research grants. Secondly, the community at large of scientists and physicians, research physicians, can now start applying for grants to see if the chromium causes more cancer. In actual fact, diabetes causes more cancer than non-diabetics. So they're going to find something. Anyway, that'll be worth a lot of money. The next thing is the governments that have socialized medicine, such as Australia, simply do not want to pay for anything more than what they're paying for. They don't want to pay for supplements. Look at the fact they don't even want to pay for your medicines. In fact, there are a lot of insurance companies use this type of evidence to on regular drugs to say, gee, we're only going to pay for generic, or we're not going to pay for brand. So the point is don't believe this stuff. You know, just put a question out there. And, you know, these one-word dismissals, it's risky. Well, I have a one-word dismissal of their research. Their research is probably flawed. A single word, flawed, great word. All right, well, anyway, here at ALZcorp, we still believe in supplements, and quite frankly, Life Imagine is a wonderful combination supplement with antioxidant properties that are just unbelievable. Anti-aging, cardiovascular improvement, memory improvement, cellular health for the brain, all sorts of good benefits here. Anyway, just food for thought. If you have some responses, get in touch with us. Thank you.